description of today's video is Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Which just means keeping God at the forefront, keeping God head of your life will ultimately open doors for you to gain the desires of your heart. Hey YouTube, hey YouTube, hey YouTube. Welcome back to my life. Hey, welcome back to my life. My name is Chet and welcome back to my life. And as you can tell from the title, we are going to be doing a Chipotle mukbang along with a little chit chat, because I did a video like this. This was actually my last video that I did a little chit chat and taking my hair down. And y'all blew that up. So I mean, I guess y'all like when I talk, which is surprising because I talk a lot and people don't like that. But we finna hop right into the video. Oh, I didn't show you my food. Let me get a thumbnail too. It's a little ghetto, y'all, because I already opened it, ate out of it. Because I mean, hey, I got off work like 3 hours ago. So I just got some chips that I stole from my mama because she didn't eat them. Then I just got a bowl. And like I said, I already ate into it. But I try to save some to do the video. I just got, my order is just, I forgot what I asked for. I got brown rice, black beans, corn, pico, and sour cream. Okay? And then I just got some red takis if I want to dip them too. Might try them, see how they taste. It's cold, but it's good. Oh, and I just got water. It's hard to even talk because I don't want to show you my food, but I want to tell you topics. But first topic is complacency versus contentment. People, like, in society, I feel like people often like confuse the two. Like, being complacent is basically settling from where you're comfortable, and being content is being grateful for where you are. People confuse the two and call you lazy if you're content. Like, if I'm content with where I am, it's because I've been praying to get here, you know. So a lot of people confuse the two, and it kind of upsets me because I'm like, those are two different things. Like, being complacent is basically you saying I'm comfortable and I don't want to go nowhere because I'm scared of growth. And being content is like, I'm grateful for where I'm at. It's not where I want to be, but I'm grateful for where I'm at. And it's funny they get confused because they're total opposites. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. Like, Next topic that I said, hold on, let me get some. I'm gonna take a bite in between each topic so that I can actually like talk and eat, talk and eat. It'll give me some self-control. Okay. The next topic I have is self-love. And if you know, you know what J. Cole said. Love yourself, girl, and nobody will. I feel like we always try to love other people, or, you know, outlove other people, how they love us, or just try to love people in spite of what we got going on. But I feel like we don't love ourselves is the reason why we put ourselves in a predicament to try to overlove someone, or to try to love someone to like you, or love someone to love you. You know, if you know, you know. But I'm just saying, like, love yourself first. Love yourself first. Like, it should be God. If you believe in God, I believe in God, so I'm gonna say God, then me, then whoever I want to love after that. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, love yourself. And self-love comes with a lot of selfishness, but really, it's really a selfless act to be selfish sometimes, because how can you pour into other people with an empty cup? You feel me? So love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, because I promise you, it'll make people value you more when you love yourself than if you're just like not loving yourself and trying to love them, because they're not gonna feel any love because you don't love yourself. Like, how you gonna love somebody like you love you, but you don't love you? Next, I said growth. And like, for some people, growth can be like really scary. Like, I understand how growth can be scary because you move from one point to the next, like, and like, you gotta go. Like, growing, two things that's inevitable is death and change. And part of growth is change. And some people don't want to grow because they're scared of change. And like I said, they're complacent. Like, they're comfortable where they are, and they're like, okay, if I move here, am I gonna be comfortable like I am now? Like, it's like a thought process, basically. Growth is a thought process. Like, you gotta stick to it, because growth is gonna happen. You just gonna have to get yourself to move along with the growth, because growth is still gonna happen. Growth is either gonna happen and leave you behind, or you gonna go ahead and you gonna step forward and you gonna go with growth. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna happen anyway, because change is gonna happen anyway. You feel me? Simple as that. Growth is gonna happen whether you want it to or not. So embrace it or deal with it. One of the two. Next topic is gratitude. And by gratitude, I just mean being like thankful. Being thankful. Because here lately, for the past week, like, I've been scrolling on TikTok, Instagram. It don't matter. I just keep seeing stuff that, or I keep hearing people talk about gratitude and just being thankful. Thankful that I even can talk with my mouth. I can see out my eyes. I can hear on my ears. I'm alive because God decided that I have one more day to go. You feel me? So, yeah. Just be grateful. Just have gratitude. Just be thankful, because there's always somebody with a situation worse than yours. And I feel like I catch myself not having gratitude, not being thankful where I'm at, because I want to be somewhere else. Not realizing that this moment God gave to me. God wrote this moment in my story. And to not be thankful for this moment would just be telling God, oh, you make mistakes, and God don't make no mistakes. You feel me? I'm exactly where I need to be, when I need to be there, how I need to be there. Do you feel me? So I'm gonna be grateful. I'm gonna be thankful at all times for every moment that I get to do, that I get to function as a normal human being, and get to have the advantages that some people see as, they get to have the things that some people see as advantage, even if I see it as a disadvantage. You know, I got a roof over my head, I got clothes on my back. Those are advantages. You feel me? I got a phone to record on, I got an iPad to record on. Feel me? Like, these are advantages that I take for granted, I feel like. So just being like more thankful. I always tell myself, like, to be more thankful. Be more thankful, be more thankful. So I'm just saying, like, have gratitude, be thankful, and I promise you, life will feel like it's going something better. Like I always say, like, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. Everything in life is a mindset. It's all about how you think about stuff. You know, you could say, I'm tired of working 9 to 5. Or you could say, I currently work 9 to 5, but this is not the end goal. Like, it's just the way you word stuff, because there's also power in the tongue. You feel me? Yeah. So just everything a man said, be thankful. Even if you're not thankful at the current moment, find something that you are thankful for, and eventually it'll pour over into your life. Find something you were thankful for, and literally wake up every day. If you don't believe in God, if you believe in God, say thank you, God, every single day. Just for the things that people take for granted. You feel me? Or if you don't believe in God, whatever, just say thank you. Just like, thank you for another day, because you ain't have to live above ground. You didn't. Just give me a bite before I forget. Next caller. Oh. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over here letting my intrusive thoughts swim. Because I swear you, when I was there at the camera, that's all that was going through my head. And I had to get it out. I'm going to enter topics up until I finish my bow. But I wanted to get on here and get my video. You know, ever tell me you can't make a video? Because my food was free, because I work at Chipotle. And water was free because it was in the fridge. And I have a phone. I have an iPad. And I have a voice. And again, I'm grateful and I'm thankful, because All I got is all I need. This isn't the Bible. All I got is all I need, and all I need is all I got. And don't ever tell me you can't start YouTube. Don't ever tell me that you can't blow up on YouTube. Like you can. All you got is all you need. And once you're ready for more, you will get more. And you'll be able to grow, and you'll be able to, because this is my mindset. Like, for the past few days, I've been like, God, I ain't got nothing. Like, what I'm supposed to make YouTube video with? So then, like, y'all answer you real fast. Stuff started coming to my brain, like, oh, you know, them people like when you do that chit chat, why don't you just get some food? Well, don't eat, like, so since it's like an early lunch, I ain't really eating lunch because I ate breakfast. So I was just like, save your food, you know, take your free employee meal home, do a mukbang, and talk. Like, you got a voice and you got the free food. Like, simple as that. The next thing I hear is all these kind of connect because this is part me speaking to myself too. Like, when I make these videos, I'm not really trying to preach to y'all. I'm really just speaking to myself, and it just so happen to be on camera. But yeah, next thing I said is loving your journey, because I mean, everybody's journey different, and everything in your journey is a stepping stone to whatever plan God has for your life. And I'm always gonna talk about God, because let me just stop speaking in third person. Let me stop saying your, let me start saying my life. You feel me? Every stepping stone in my journey, in my life, in my journey, every step, trials, tribulations, trouble, whatever, stuff that goes wrong, mistakes, anything like that, all this is a part of my journey. All to help me to become who God has put me on this earth to be, you know? So I just say, enjoy your journey, because I feel like if you don't enjoy your journey, then you will get to the top and you will be like, I can do this all over again. I can do this all over again. Whatever it took to get here, I'll do it all over again. Times 2, times 3. And you know, some of them parents be lying, because I feel like some of them didn't really enjoy their journey, you know? They really try to rush it, you know? But the people that did, you can kind of hear, because they humble. Like, they're like, I can go to rock bottom at any moment. I can go back to zero at any moment. But I'm okay with that, because I enjoy my journey. I'll do it again and again and again, just to show the glory of God. Well, for me, I'll do it again and again and again, just for the glory of God. Because me personally, this is not my life. Once I get my life to Christ, this is not my life anymore. You feel me? So I always just try to enjoy my journey, because I just think ever since I got in a relationship, ever since I got in relationship with Christ, I just started thinking of things like, this ain't happening to me, this happening for me. You feel me? Everything has a lesson. Whether you want to learn the lesson or not, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But everything has a lesson, and I feel like as I go through life, I'm learning lessons. And I'm young, you feel me? I'm allowed to make mistakes. I feel like everybody's allowed to make mistakes. I'm not just saying if you're young, you can make mistakes. But I'm just saying, make mistakes, grow. If you never make a mistake, you never learn. So I just always feel like, love everybody your journey, because I mean, I'm starting to love, like, as you can tell, I'm smiling, because at first I was just like, gee, why this gotta happen to me? Why everything gotta happen to me? But it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. If something didn't work out, oh, it wasn't meant to work out. If you don't got something, you ain't meant to have it. Feel me? So I just really be trying to enjoy my journey, and I encourage you to enjoy your journey too, because at the end of the day, if you never enjoy your journey, you never remember your story to tell people how God brought you through. Like, oh, I'm about to cry, because what? That was a word, but yeah. Real person. No, that's real person. I'm lying. Your journey is real personal. It's about you. It's about you. Okay. Next thing I said is teaching people how to treat you. Because a lot of times, mainly in relationships, girls always want to hit you with the, if he wanted to, he would. If he wanted to, he would. And feel me, like, I get it. Like, if he wanted to, he definitely would. But as a girl that comes from nine, like, has 9 brothers, I understand that. If you just say something aloud, like, you don't even gotta ask him. Like, if you got ego that big that you can't ask homeboy, be like, baby, I know you ain't bought me flowers, and we've been talking for 3 months, 4 months, however long y'all been talking. I know you ain't bought me flowers. I really like these kind of flowers. Could you buy me them? Or you could just say it aloud, like, ooh, them is really nice. Like, and if he a man that really pay attention, he gonna take a hint. But I really feel like we too old to be throwing out hints. Like, I don't like hints. Like, I know you're throwing a hint, but if you're not direct and straight up with me, I'm going to dismiss all of that. Like, if you want me, say you want me loud, proud, and out there. You feel me? Stop throwing hints. Like, ladies, please stop throwing hints at these dudes, because these dudes is just like me. Like, I know you throwing a hint, but like, can you be straight up? Like, I need to know that this is clear, because people misinterpret things. You know, all the time people misinterpret things, because you start an argument with him and you ain't never even taught him how to live. You feel me? And I'm not saying like settle. I'm not saying settle. For a minute, clearly hurts you. He don't want you, love you, appreciate you. He's not willing to go out of his way for you. You feel me? Like, never settle. I'm just saying. Everybody don't know how to live y'all for it. Like, some people gotta learn, and some people are willing to learn if you are willing to teach them. Hello. And also teaching them how to love you is also setting boundaries in their face and letting them know what it takes to keep you. And if they mess up that manual, then that's on them. But as long as you giving them the manual, G, you ain't got nothing to worry about, and you ain't got to hold that on your conscience. Because, bro, I swear, if you come into something and you're not giving it your all, and you're not letting people know, and you're not communicating, part of communicating is putting that ego to the side and telling him, like, you're not loving me like I want to be loved, but it's not your fault because I never told you. Maturity is that, you feel me? So, just, like, same with your girl, dude. Like, if you a dude and you watching this, say with your girl, like, be straight up with her. Be straight up with her from jump. Like, be straight up about your intentions. Same with girls, because some girls don't be straight up. They don't be saying, like, they don't be making you feel like you're their man. But if you're not straight up about your intentions, it leaves room for assumptions. So, be straight up with your be straight up with your intentions, my dude. And then, like, also, tell that girl how to love you. Tell that girl what you will and will not tolerate. Because one thing we fail to realize is that boys also need to set boundaries, because there are some really good dudes out here that really just don't set boundaries. And just like a girl, that's why they always say good guys always finish last. But really, it's just because you're not setting boundaries. You're over loving as well. And yeah, you gotta understand, you gotta teach people how to love you in order to make them respect you. I swear, I promise you. Like, teaching people how to love you is way different than giving them a manual of what you would, giving them a manual of how to love you. It's really just letting them know, like, you do this once, okay, cool, I forgive you, whatever. It's one time. It was an accident. You do it twice, I'm gonna know it's not an accident, and I gotta dip out on you. But making that clear at the beginning, and then not really just like dumping somebody because they ain't get you no flowers. The man didn't even know you like flowers. He don't know what kind of flowers you like. Or dumping a girl because she don't want to do with you. Not everybody want to do it. Like, not everybody want to do. Or dumping a girl because you didn't make your intentions clear, and then she just assumed y'all wasn't nothing because you didn't make your intentions clear. You feel me? So it goes both ways, both sides. You feel me? Everybody needs to respect themselves enough to teach somebody how to love you, and that really does come out of respect for yourself. And so many people get stuck on the word teach, and then their ego start to bounce up, and then they be like, well, I gotta teach him how to love me. He should already come know how to love me. Or why I gotta teach her how to love me? Like, ain't she supposed to already know? Like, you feel me? You can't just assume somebody know how to love you unless you have given them the manual of how to love you. You feel me? Okay. Okay. No cap. I cannot spell. Anything I said, next topic here, forgiveness, because I feel like somebody said a lot of words for me. They want me to forgive me, but then I'm sitting here holding a girls from 2016 or something. Like, girl, let that go. Holding the girls from 2008, 2003. Girl, let that go. Feel me? Like, let it go. Let it go. Part of forgiveness is letting go. And sometimes people just, again, ego. Like, ego is a big part of a lot of problems in the world, no cap. But it's like ego. Why I gotta forgive and they apologize? Like, that's the number one question that sparks, like, the action of not forgiving people. Is like, why I gotta forgive? And I never heard them verbally say an apology to me. I'm like, I never physically say an apology to me. I never felt it. I never heard it. I never seen it. You know, I'm kind of like, if you expect somebody to forgive you, and for me, I always take it back to God. You feel me? Because God's the head of my life. So it's like I expect God to forgive me. I expect God to forgive me. I expect God, when I show up to the gifts, I expect God to say He knew me, and I can't forgive someone. Well, God has forgiven me multiple times, and I'm sitting here saying, oh, I don't feel like forgiving them. Or I never heard it. Oh, I'm about to grab wigs. I never heard a sincere apology from them. So why should I have to forgive them? And they never apologized. Hold on. But like I said, I'm back. I'm straight. But yeah, forgive. Like forgive. Like it don't matter if the apology was ever given. I promise you, if you forgive, God gonna handle that. Like forgive. It ain't even worth your conscience, your mental health, your headspace, none of it. Like it's not even worth it. Just forgive, let it go, and move on. So I said accountability. Holding yourself accountable. And I'm talking about self-accountability. I'm not talking about holding other people accountable. I'm talking about self-accountability. Being aware that you need to be accountable for yourself. Accountable for your accountable for your responsibilities, accountable for your wrongs, accountable for your rights. If you're gonna be accountable for your right, but you can't tell me that you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you, you're not holding yourself accountable. Because you're not holding yourself accountable for everything. You just holding yourself accountable for what you feel like you should hold yourself accountable for. But this is your life. It is for you to hold yourself accountable for anything that you want. If you say you want that, go get it. Hold yourself accountable every single day to be disciplined enough to go and get that. If you say you want a new car, hold yourself accountable. Save your money. Like, hold yourself accountable in your finances. Don't be like, oh, it's all right, I'll get it back next week. No, be like, you said you wanted this car, so why are you spending money on an ice cream cone? Make it make sense. Like, you have to hold yourself accountable. Because holding yourself accountable in the long run is what ultimately is going to make you successful. A person that can tell me they wrong, G, to my face, you can say that you're wrong to my face, G, be like, damn, what? I don't care what you say after that. Like, as long as you hold yourself accountable and you keep it a buck, G, be locked in. The next thing I said is comparison. And comparison is the thief of joy. So, like, you sitting here comparing your 1 month to somebody's 10 years. Why are you doing that? Like, just stop comparing yourself. Like, I say it like it's so easy. Like, I don't be struggling. Like, I be on Instagram and I have to be like shutting my phone off. Like, girl, what are you doing? Like, literally my thoughts will be like, how did she get this? Or how did he get that? Or how did she get this in such a short amount of time? Like, I'm going to keep it a bean. I'm going to keep it vulnerable. And I'm going to keep it real. I will go in there and I'll do that. And then I'll be shutting I'll literally shut my phone off. And I'll be like, why are you doing that? Like, I have to literally talk to my thoughts. Because I'm just like, why are you doing that? Like, all you doing is just stealing your joy for something that you really want to do. Like, if I wanted to get into modeling, but I see a model that, like, has only been modeling for about, like, a month or two. And I'm just getting started. Like, how am I going to prepare my day one, see a month or two? What? Or if I want to be a hairstylist, but I see somebody that's hair better than me, I'm constantly in my head, like, should I even do this? Like, should I even do this? Like, they do it so much better than me. Should I just leave it to them? Like, no, you shouldn't. You should practice. Like, what? You shouldn't compare. You should practice. Simple. So, yeah. I struggle with comparison. And it definitely is a thief of joy because I'll be getting discouraged. But when I start to think about who I am and what I stand for, I start to be like, girl, you compare yourself to somebody's year 10. Like, every time I compare myself, it's definitely to somebody that's been doing it for so long. Like, and like, it may seem like it happened overnight for them to me, but I don't know their story. I don't know their journey. So yeah, and I don't want any of y'all, like, if y'all see this video waiting on the line and I got 5K 10K, just know it ain't happen overnight. And you ain't gotta compare yourself to me, baby, because if it can happen for me, it can happen for you. And that's what I always gotta tell myself. If it can happen for them, what in the world makes you think that it's not gonna happen for you? Be for real. In due time. All I gotta do is trust God's timing. In due time, God will make it happen for me. He promised, like that's a promise, and God stands on His promises. Do you hear me? Next, I haven't even been eating, but I don't know. I'm not really hungry no more. I think my teeth cold. Make my appetite go. Next things next is I said being responsible for your own happiness. I feel like so many times, me included, I'm gonna say we. This is a we thing. Like I ain't never gonna say you because I don't believe in telling people you. I don't know what you do, but I know what I do. So me. A lot of times I start to, mainly with boys, I start to like them and then I start to make them like the reason I'm happy. And that's not the reason you happy. Okay, did they come in and were they happy and did they add to your happiness? Yes. But they're not the reason that you were happy in the first place. Like, girl, get a grip. But yeah, being responsible for your own happiness just means like holding yourself accountable for your life. Nobody has the right to make you happy, sad, mad, disgusted. Those are all emotions that you decide to have on your own. All a mindset. Nobody has control over your emotions. And if you give them control, then that's a different story. The only time somebody can have control over your emotions is if you give them control. Stop giving people the controller to make you happy. Nobody can make you happy if you're not happy within yourself, or if you're not happy with yourself. You know, nobody can make you happy. People can add to your happiness, cool, but you should not depend on them to be your total happiness because nobody's perfect, and every human will let you down with that. I'm just letting you know. I'm just keeping the buck. I'm not finna hold nothing back. I'm not finna sugarcoat. Nobody's responsible for your happiness, sweet. Nobody's responsible for your happiness but you. So if you depend on other people for your happiness, then you in the wrong. And you need to evaluate yourself and be self-aware. And you don't just need to cut them people out. Because so many times we blame people for not being our source of happiness. How you gonna blame someone for not being your source of happiness and they don't even know if they're their own source of happiness? Like, you have to really think about that. Like, so many people are not their own source of happiness. How they gonna come in your life and be your full source of happiness? You need to be happy with yourself. You need to love yourself, and you need to be happy with yourself within. And stop depending on other people to be happiness, because it's not. It's given no. No. Next thing I said is void filling, and whether it be a person, place, thing, pet, it don't matter. It's a bad thing. But whether it be anything like that, stop depending on that person, place, or thing to fill a void that you have been longing for God to fill. For me, once again, I look to people, places, and things sometimes to fill voids that only God can fill. I look to people, places, and things for peace. When peace does not come from people, it comes from God, for me. So, I don't know. Just like, stop using people, places, and things to fill voids. Because guess what? Those voids will not be filled, and you're going to be unhappy. And again, you can control your emotions by not putting so much expectation on humans, because humans will let you down. Every step of the way. I'm gonna let you down. Your cousin down the street gonna let you down. Your brother Joe gonna let you down. Your sister gonna let you down. So please stop putting that expectation on people, because they are trying their best to love you, but because you want them to fill a void that has nothing to do with them is the reason why you won't accept the love. You won't accept it because you expect them to fill a void. They're not a void filler. They're your friend. They're your cousin. They're your boyfriend. They're your girlfriend. They're not a void filler. They're not there to fill your void. They're there to love you. Okay? So let them love you. Next, I said healing.
Oh, I love this topic.
Healing has a lot to do with self-awareness and just knowing. First of all, establishing that you need healing. Secondly, establishing what you need healing from. And third of all, putting in the work to make sure that you heal from the thing that you need healing from, and why you need, and making sure you're doing it for the reason why you need to heal from it. Healing is very important because it helps you grow. And like, so many people are also scared of growth because they don't want to heal. They want to keep holding on and holding on and holding on to something that happened a long time ago. What you gotta do is let that go, heal. And healing ain't easy. Like, some days I'm up with the healing. Not say that, I'm too young, so some days I'm up with the healing journey, and some days I'm just down, like down and out, in my head, in my feelings. So like, I just say like, heal. Don't heal for the people that hurt you. Heal for you. And part of healing is stop loving that person, because part of it was them, part of it was you. Self-awareness will help you heal. I promise you.
Baby.
And healing is important because your skin start glowing again. You start getting a little weight back. Your edges grow back. But yeah, heal for you, because you are important. Like, some people want to, so many times we want to heal because we about to get in a new relationship and we don't want to bring that into this. But like, what about the relationship with yourself? You don't want to bring that into the relationship with yourself, do you? Feel me? Heal for you. Stop healing for everybody else, and I promise you, this time you for real gonna heal. Here I go again. Oh, y'all, I promise I'm not this emotional, but I'm gonna leave it on, skip it. But yeah, heal for you, and I promise your healing journey will stop feeling like it's going at slow pace. I promise. And then don't think you're gonna heal and then you never gonna think about that thing again, because a year from now you could. 2 years from now you could. For the rest of your life you could think about that thing. How someone betrayed you. It's very hard to forget. How someone misused you. It's very hard to forget. How someone lied to your face. It's very hard to forget. Like, it's hard to forget, but you got to forgive and you got to heal. Not for them, but for you. What Medea said, not for them, but for you. Next, I said celibacy. And if you don't know what celibacy is abstaining from sex into marriage. And abstinence is meaning you have already given your body up, but making a new covenant with the Lord, and basically saying, like, it's basically abstaining from sex into marriage, because celibacy is abstaining from sex into marriage due to religious beliefs. I got that off Google. Especially means not having sex until you're married because of either you're a Christian like me and you just made a vow to yourself, to God, that your body is a temple and that you want to give it to someone that actually is willing to grow in partnership not only with you but with God as well. Okay, so that's the reason why I want to be on a celibacy journey. Honestly, I'm kind of on my abstinence journey, but yes, and abstinence means you already did it, and then you slipped up, you did it, whatever, and then you just wanted to make a covenant. You repented and you want to make a new covenant with God, and just be like, God, I really want to just save myself for a period of time and just not do it with no one, and just save my body for me until I'm ready to get married, until somebody comes into my life that is willing to serve you, and in being in service to you, marry me, and for the purpose only to have kids. You feel me? So yeah. The next thing, celibacy is very hard sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, because you know how we get, all your hormones start to do. Feel me? So like, celibacy is hard, but I promise you, we make all these promises to other people, and y'all gonna always hear me say, and hear me say throughout the video, we make all these promises to other people, we give to other people, we pour into other people, but when it comes to us, I feel like we just don't. What the freak am I crying for? But I feel like we just don't, pour into other people like we pour into ourselves. So, I feel like being celibate is a you thing. Once again, everything I'm gonna say today is a you thing. It's a me thing. Being celibate is not hard. It's a mindset. Hold on. I'm like a really emotional person. I may come off as like really tough, really emotionalist, but no, I'm the opposite. But yeah, being celibate, being abstinent is not hard. I just feel like you gotta make that covenant with God and with yourself to be like, I respect myself enough to not give my body to anyone, just anyone, unless they're willing to marry me. You know, put a rock on here and like make the covenant not with me only, but with, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna get off this topic before I keep crying. Like, what you crying for? But anyway, the next topic is dominion. And again, I believe in God. I'm not gonna force you to believe in God. I never have forced anyone to believe in God. Like, it's just my personal belief. And if you don't agree, you don't have to agree. I'm not begging you to agree. I'm not asking you to agree. I'm not forcing you to agree. Just a disclaimer. But dominion, in the Bible it says God gives us dominion over everything, the water, the sea, the creatures, just the land in general. God gives humans dominion. And I feel like we don't walk in our dominion. I don't walk in my dominion. I feel like I let a lot of things like just torment me. I have fear of animals, and I'm like, but you're supposed to be in dominion over animals. And not to say like, as in dominion, I mean like, why you think animals listen to us? That's how it was ordained to be. But I feel like the world is like twisting me up, and like I just feel like I feel like I haven't lost my dominion. I just feel like I lost sense of my dominion, and I feel like dominion is really important just because you realize you are heir of a king. Like, you are heir of a king, and you sitting up here like you gotta be a peasant to the world, and you really don't. You are heir of a king. Like, literally, anything God has inherited is for you. It's for you. It's for you. Like, you are heir of a king, and I don't let nobody tell you you're not. Walk in your dominion. And lastly, but not least, I said the power of speech. And before I get into all, I'm gonna take a few more bites because my food just in here. If I haven't touched it. Let's talk about it. The power of speech. The power of the tongue, whatever you want to call it. But what you say, how you say it, when you say it, where you say it is extremely important. The way you say something and reword it can make all the difference in what can happen in your life. To be honest, I feel like we are a lot of what we say, a lot of what we do, a lot of how we act. So, being a lot of what we say, if you say, I can never do this, it's way different than saying, I ain't got it right now, but just give me a month. Just give me a week. Just give me 2 weeks. You feel me? I ain't got it right now, but give me. The but just cancel that I ain't got it. And you just give me. Just give me. Just give me. Just give me a couple of weeks. I'ma have it. Just give me a couple of weeks, I'ma have it. Okay? It's so simple in the way you word things. I feel like so many people be like, but I'm just being honest. You can honestly reword that in a way that won't discourage you from what you're dreaming about. Oh, I can't do it like them. They get it what they do, don't get me wrong. But I'm gonna be just as good. Or don't say the but because it cancels out, but you be like, they good at what they do, don't get me wrong. Let's see what they did to get there. I'm gonna do what they did to get there so that I can be just as good as them. The way you reword things is gonna change your mind. Your mind is the tool that's gonna drive your success. So many people always say it's hard work. Okay, it's hard work, but what gets you to work hard? Like, you feel me? Like, why am I crying? Why am I crying about hard work? What the freak? But what gets you to work hard is getting deep, I guess. I don't really know. But what really gets you to work hard is your mind. So if you set your mind in motion in place and you have self-control with this up here, So you gonna be you gonna be so successful. And in success, it don't always mean money. Like wealth, family, it's just like a lot more to success than money. Like your mind can take you to places that money cannot take you to. And okay, you might need a little money here and there to support it, but I promise you, if money didn't take you there, your mind did. Your mind makes you successful enough to wake up every day and stay on your grind. Okay, if your mind's not there, if your mind's not in the dream with you, the dream may work, but it may take it a minute. It may take you, you see how I just reworded my words because I'm letting you know, like, you have to rewire your mind to speak out things that you want to happen. Don't speak bad on your life or bad will come to your life because you will never believe in anything good. Now, on that note, we end the video. Before I start turning up again, like, what be wrong with me? I'm human. That's what be wrong with me, girl. What are you talking about? See, I have to literally, like, get on myself. Like, girl, you're a human. You're a lot of full emotions. Be for it right now. Anyway, this is what I ate. It's how much I got left. I probably eat it later tonight as a snack or something, midnight snack. Cause I do that a lot. But, yeah. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoy my little Chipotle mukbang plus chit chat. And I hope I didn't rambling talk y'all heads off, but I really hope y'all like this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. I love y'all, but God, you more. I'm out.